Okay, for me personally, I think my biggest expense while traveling isn't even the travel itself, like the trains, the planes, the buses. I think it's accommodations once it all adds up. So we've already talked a little bit about working for accommodations. If you want to throw in anything else here, awesome. But can you share some secrets about how to work for or how to get free accommodations?
Oh, absolutely. If you're not looking to stay somewhere for a long enough period of time to bother trying to work and trade for your accommodation, you can actually get free accommodation, and it's as ideal as it gets because it's under the roof of a local who can show you what it's like to live in their shoes for a short period of time. The concept is called hospitality exchanges. It's been popularized by a number of different types of services called, for example, couch surfing, hospitality club, global freeloaders, and service. Service being probably the one that's been around the longest. It was around before the internet, which I don't even remember when that was. So you know that they've been around for a while.
Well,
But a lot of
just ask Al Gore because he made it. So.
yes, I'm sure he'll be able to weigh in on this at some point. Um, but a lot of the other ones are online, like Couchsurfing and Hospitality Club, which are two of my favorites, are online portals that will connect travelers with hosts around the world. Now, generally speaking, when you join one of these services, there's no cost to join, but you generally join it if you want to do a little bit of couch surfing and stay in someone's spare room or spot on the floor or whatever they have to offer. Then, generally speaking, you need to be prepared to offer up your own digs when you get that chance to do so as well. It's very much a karmic system, if you will, of giving and receiving. And I've had some amazing experiences staying with local hosts for a couple of days at a time. You get a chance to eat dinner around their table, to chat with them. They get a chance to live vicariously through you in your travels, because many of the people who will host travelers are indeed travelers themselves.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's not entirely free in that you do need to help out with the dishes, chuck in some money for dinner, make sure that you're not mooching. But the chance to actually not have to stay in an anonymous hotel and to stay instead with a local is really quite an enriching experience.
I have one point and one question.
Okay.
My point is that I've done couch surfing and global freeloaders. I haven't done the other two that you mentioned, but
Mhm.
I've fallen in love with the people that will put me up, and not like a romantic way, but they're just fantastic, amazing, great people. And you're right, you just get to be taken around. They love showing you around the cities that they live in and connecting with you and your travel experiences. It's really, really phenomenal. That's the point. Question, which I have my own answer to, but a lot of people ask me when I mention these sort of things, and that's is it safe? Especially girls ask, especially women ask this one. Is it
Mhm.
safe for somebody to do? Because that's kind of weird. I don't know this person at all, and I'm staying in their house. You know what I mean?
That's an ex Yeah, that's an excellent question, and it is one of those things that requires a good, healthy dose of street sense,
Mm-hmm.
as well as a strong gut instinct. One of the ways these websites have a number, like Hospitality Club in particular, has, but I think the Couchsurfing and Global Freeloaders as well, have various security checks in place. You don't have to give out your personal information when you develop a profile on the site and get in touch with travelers and hosts. So there's a secure online portal for being in touch with people. So you don't have to give out that personal information. But beyond that, I mean, you're still ultimately looking at either having a stranger sleep in your house or being a stranger sleeping in a stranger's house. So, there is that period of time. Now, one of the things that if you're nervous about the experience, I mean, obviously, correspond with your potential host before you get to the place that you're going. Get a good feeling for who they are. I mean, they will have a profile up there that talks about what sort of person they are, what their interests are. So ideally, you will have compatible interests before you even meet. Then, when you do meet, meet in a neutral place. You decide that you're going to meet for a couple of drinks downtown or something. So then you can get a feel for each other and make sure that that you don't have any weird sensations, or any your spidey sense isn't going off, saying that it could be a bad situation. And then once both of you are comfortable, then if you feel that it's going to be a good friendship, then you can always head back to their place and see what digs they have on offer. But yeah, you do need to be safe, be secure. But like I said, these systems are generally fairly karmic. They're generally 90. One of the things that travel has taught me is that 90% of the people in the world are fundamentally good.
Mm-hmm.
So, although you have to be aware of the potential pitfalls out there, I think more often than not, you'll find that couch surfing or hospitality exchanges will be an incredibly enriching experience.
Yep, 100% agreement. And the only reason I even brought that up or asked is just because I know that's an objection that some people mention when they haven't done it before.